I'm angry at CPS. It could have been prevented.
And good evening. I'm Christy Casciano.
I'm Jeff Kulikowski. Those concerns from the family of an 11-year-old boy who died on Syracuse's south side being heard tonight by Onondaga County.
And a source confirms 2 workers from Child Protective Services have been suspended without pay as a direct result of Ashton DeGonzak's case. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan shares how his family tried to save him and their search for accountability.
Victoria Homer was one of the people called to the hospital when her great-nephew wasn't breathing.
It was horrible. Horrible. Something nobody should have to see.
Doctors told her his body had evidence of cocaine and fentanyl. Police haven't gone that far yet.
He was an adorable kid. He was full of energy. He was athletic. He was funny. Most of all, he was caring. He loved everyone. He loved all of his family.
A family that tried to fill the void. His grandmother took care of him until her death. Then his great-uncle stepped in, then moved away. The boy was most recently left with his dad.
That's kind of when everything declined. Going to school, things like that. So a bunch of red flags started going up, and we started contacting CPS.
One of the aspects of the investigation is the condition of the house. Some of the boy's family members say it wasn't safe to live in. You can now see it's been boarded up by the city of Syracuse with a document declaring it unfit for occupancy. That posted the day after he died.
I want CPS held accountable. What they didn't do totally contributed to his death, and this could be totally avoided.
Her concerns validated. A source close to the investigation confirms the unpaid suspension of 2 CPS workers as a direct result of the boy's death. The source wants the community to know this wasn't a system-wide failure as much as it was missteps by certain workers.
Something needs to change. It's too late for Ashton.
She says her sadness is being replaced by anger. In Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
Anyone who suspects child abuse or maltreatment can call the state hotline. It's 1-800-342-3720.